adults. He doesn't even turn around, just keeps packing. Show me one in this room. How dare you? I explode. After everything Mom's done for us. All her help, her support. Support? Now he faces us. You mean control? Hey, Jim here. The laptop screen blurs as another high-pitched laugh pierces through my home office wall. 6 months ago, asking Jennifer to move and seemed perfect. 2 successful professionals sharing a downtown apartment, her with her rising HR career, me with my growing medical writing business. Our own space, our own rules, our own life. What a joke. I stare at the half-finished pharmaceutical report, my cursor blinking mockingly on the screen. Through the wall, Jennifer's voice carries clearly, "Mom, stop." More giggling follows. My mother-in-law-to-be has turned our modern 2-bedroom apartment into her personal renovation project, social club and second home. The first week started innocently enough. Sandra dropped by with housewarming gift, practical things like kitchen towels and organizing bins. She helped unpack boxes, arrange furniture, stocked our pantry. Such a blessing, Jennifer called it. I agreed back then, grateful for the help. Week 2 brought daily visits with home-cooked meals. "You're both so busy with work," she'd say, letting herself in with a spare key Jennifer insisted she needed for emergencies. By week 3, she'd rearranged our kitchen twice, replaced our curtains, and developed opinions about everything from our coffee maker to our choice of laundry detergent. I glance at my client's face in the Zoom window, catching his slight frown as another burst of laughter cuts through. As I was saying about the clinical trials, a cabinet slams in the kitchen. "Perhaps we should reschedule," he suggests, his patience wearing thin. "No, please, I can move to." My voice trails off as I scan my surroundings. Our bedroom, currently being reorganized by Sandra. The living room, their current Gigglefest location. The bathroom. Last week's surprise renovation project. The call ends with a pointed reminder about next week's deadline. My 3rd rescheduled meeting this month. A new email pops up, concerned about consistent background disruptions during presentations. Let's discuss alternative options. My stomach drops. 2 years of building this business, crumbling because I can't guarantee a quiet workspace in my own home. "Jim, come see what Mom brought us." Jennifer's excitement bubbles through the walls. I drag myself from my desk, plastering on a smile. Sandra stands in our kitchen, unloading grocery bags like she owns the place. "I noticed your pantry needed organizing," Sandra announces, already removing items from shelves. "And these containers will work much better than those awful plastic ones you bought." "We picked those together," I mutter, watching our perfectly functional storage system disappear into a donation box. Jennifer shoots me a pleading look. "Mom has so much experience with kitchen organization," she whispers, squeezing my arm. "She wants everything perfect for us." Perfect would be. I bite my tongue. 6 ignored conversations about boundaries flash through my mind. My fingers drum against the counter as Sandra rearranges her spice rack. The doorbell chimes. "Must be the new curtains I ordered for your bedroom." Sandra claps her hands. My head snaps up. "You what?" "The ones you have blocked too much sunlight," she explains, already heading for the door. "I read an article about proper sleep cycles." "Sandra?" My voice cuts through her chatter. "We chose those curtains specifically for my afternoon client calls." Jennifer's hand finds mine under the counter, squeezing in warning. "Mom means well," she murmurs. The same words every time. A mantra that's lost all meaning. I pull away, retreating to my office. The walls seem to close in as voices drift through. Sandra's running commentary on our decor choices. Jennifer's encouraging responses. My phone buzzes with another client email, considering other options due to consistent background interruptions. The bedroom door creaks. Jennifer peers in, her smile tentative. Mom's making her special lasagna for dinner. She'll stay to eat with us, of course. I have deadlines, I say, gesturing in my laptop. 3 reports due this week. 2 clients threatening to leave. I need quiet. You can work after dinner, Jennifer suggests, perching on the desk edge. Mom says you work too much anyway. She's worried about when. My chair scrapes against the floor as I stand. After dinner? When she's here until midnight analyzing our relationship. Tomorrow morning she drops by with breakfast. During her afternoon, quick visits. Jennifer's face crumples. She cares about us. She wants to help. Why can't you appreciate? Fuck her help. The words echo in our bedroom. Down the hall. Pots clang in the kitchen. Sandra's not-so-subtle reminder of her presence. Lower your voice. Jennifer hisses. Mom will hear you. Perfect. Let her hear. Let her understand this isn't her apartment. Let her realize we're adults who can pick our own curtains, organize our own pantry, live our own lives. Footsteps approach. Sandra appears in the doorway, concern etched across her face. Everything okay in here? Jennifer, honey, you seem upset. I watch my girlfriend transform from an independent woman into a child seeking approval. We're fine, Mom. Jim is stressed about work. Oh, sweetheart. Sandra swoops in, arm around Jennifer. I've been saying he works too hard. Remember what happened to your father? All those late nights at the office. My laptop closes with a snap. I grab my keys, my jacket, my sanity. I'll work at the coffee shop. But dinner. Jennifer starts. We'll be perfect, I cut in. Like everything else your mother does for us. The door shuts behind me, muffling Sandra's voice. He seems tense. Honey, good thing I'm here to help you through this rough patch. The elevator door slides shut. I press my forehead against the cool metal, wondering how much longer I can pretend this is normal. In my pocket, my phone buzzes with another client message, but I already know what it says. You can't build a professional reputation when your office has become a family circus. Hey there, this is Jennifer. The scent of dinner lingers in our empty kitchen. Jim hasn't come home since storming out 4 hours ago. Mom hovers by the sink, rewashing already clean dishes. Her presence both comforting and suffocating. He'll come around, she murmurs, reading my mind like she always does. Men need space sometimes. Your father was the same way. Dad. My chest tightens at the comparison. 8 years since his heart attack, since finding him slumped over his desk during another late-night work session. The memory of Mom falling apart still haunts me. We pieced ourselves back together. The two of us, becoming everything for each other. Maybe we should give Jim some space tonight, I suggest. The words burning my throat. Mom's hand still under the running water. Space. Her voice hitches. You need me here. This is a difficult time in your relationship. Remember Carol? Her daughter's fiancé acted the same way before. Jim isn't leaving. The words rush out before she finishes. He's stressed about work. Of course he is, sweetie. Men throw themselves into work when they're unhappy at home. I've seen it before. She dries her hands, eyes glistening. Thank goodness you have me to guide you through this. My phone screen remains dark. No messages from Jim. The curry Mom brought sits untouched in its containers, his favorite dish, or so she insists. She's trying so hard to make him love her, to make us perfect. I should check the bedroom organization again, Mom announces, already moving toward the hallway. A tidy space helps clear the mind. He needs his office organized too, she adds, changing direction. My stomach clenches. No! The sharpness in my voice startles us both. I mean, his office is his private space. Mom's face falls. Private? Honey, there shouldn't be secrets between family. She says family like it's a shield, a weapon, a chain. The walls of our apartment close in. When did home become a battlefield? Jim's words echo in my head. I can't breathe. Neither can I, but admitting it feels like betrayal. My phone buzzes. Jim, working late at coffee shop. Don't wait up. Mom reads the message over my shoulder. So cold, so distant, like your father before. Stop comparing him to Dad. The words escape before I can catch them. Mom steps back, hand flying to her chest. Jennifer, I'm only trying to protect you, to help you avoid my mistakes. Tears well in her eyes. You're all I have left. Guilt floods my system. A familiar crushing wave. I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean. Of course you didn't. She pulls me close, stroking my hair like she did when I was small. You're tired, stressed. Let Mom take care of everything. But what about Jim? His face flashes in my mind. The tension in his jaw. The resignation in his eyes. When did our fresh start become a continuation of my past? Remember when you first told me about him? Mom's voice softens with memory. So ambitious, so focused. I worried he'd be like your father. Married to his work. Jim isn't Dad. The words come out stronger than intended. And I'm not you. The silence stretches between us. Heavy with unspoken fears. Mom busies herself, straightening the already straight living room pillows. I could stay tonight, she offers. In case he comes home angry. Men can be unpredictable when. Jim would never hurt me. My voice shakes. You need to stop imagining the worst. Imagining? She rolls around. I live the worst. I watched your father work himself to death while I stood helpless. I won't let that happen to you. So instead you're helping me drive him away. The truth of it hits me like a physical blow. I critique because I care. Because I've lived through this. Her voice rises desperate. Because losing you would kill me. The weight of her words crushes my chest. I've heard this before. After Dad died. When I went to college, when I moved out. Each time. I retreated. Chose her comfort over my growth. My phone lights up again. Jim, we need to talk. Tomorrow. 3 words that shoot ice through my veins. Mom watches my face, reading the fear there. See, this is why you need me. Whatever happens, Mom will always. I think you should go home. The words come out barely above a whisper. What? Please, Mom. Go home. I need to think. She gathers her things in wounded silence, movements deliberately slow. The door clicks shut. For the first time in months, I stand alone in my apartment. The silence deafens me. Mike's message flashes on my screen. Sorry, man. Can't do poker night anymore. Sandra's commentary kills the vibe. 4th friend to bail this month. Our apartment, once the weekend hangout spot, now sits empty except for the constant maternal presence. I delete the message thread. No point keeping a dead social calendar. The sounds of Jennifer and Sandra's daily catch-up drift through our bedroom wall. 2 hours and counting, like every morning, afternoon, evening. Our bed hasn't been touched in weeks. Hard to feel romantic with Sandra's midnight check-ins and early morning pop-its. Even harder with Jennifer jumping at every message notification, every call, every hint her mother might need her. Jim. Jennifer's voice carries through the apartment. Mom brought dinner, like every night. I push open our bedroom door to their familiar tableau, Sandra arranging takeout containers while Jennifer hovers nearby, accepting each item with practiced gratitude. You've lost weight, Sandra announces as I enter. I can tell by how your shirt hangs. Jennifer, doesn't he look thin? I'm fine. Mom's worried about you. Jennifer's hand finds mine, squeezing in that please play a long way. We both are. The fork bends in my grip. Both of you. Always both of you. What's that supposed to mean? When isn't it both of you? Name one moment in the past 3 months that's been just us. Sandra busies herself with the containers. Family dinner is important. Family dinner? Every dinner is family dinner. Every breakfast. Every moment. Jim, please. Jennifer's voice carries that familiar edge of panic. Heaven forbid we upset her mother. Tom called yesterday. I continue. Asked if we're ever going to host game night again. Sarah hasn't visited since Sandra critiqued her relationship choices for 2 hours. Mike's done with poker nights because your mother won't stop analyzing his tells. Mom's trying to be involved. Involved? She's not involved, she's invaded. There's no us anymore. No privacy. No intimacy. Just Sandra and her daughter, plus the guy who pays half the rent. That's not fair. Jennifer stands. Mom cares about us. Us? There is no us. When's the last time we had sex? Made plans? Had a conversation that didn't include your mother's opinion. Sandra gasps. Jennifer, honey, he's being crude. Yeah. The words hang between us. Both women freeze. What? Jennifer whispers. Good. Oh. Each word drops like stone. Both of you. I need space that isn't filled with maternal commentary. You can't kick us out. Friday? What about Friday? By Friday you choose. I want this house without her constant presence, or I find my own place. You're making me choose between suffocating under mommy's care, or having a real relationship. Between living as her child or my partner. Your choice. Sandra moves to speak. I raise my hand. No. For once, no commentary. No analysis. No helpful suggestions. Just you, making a choice about who you want to be. Jim, you're being. Friday. I grab my keys. That's your deadline. I'll be at Mike's. He might have stopped coming here, but at least his place is still his own. I leave them in the kitchen. Sandra already pulling Jennifer close with practiced comfort. Through the closing door, I hear the familiar routine begin. Oh honey, men get like this sometimes. The elevator descends. My phone lights up with Sandra's name. She must have grabbed Jennifer's phone the moment I left. Predictable as always. One message from Jennifer follows. You're being unfair. Friday can't come soon enough. The text from Jim glows. Coming for my things. My hands shake with anger. How dare he make me choose? Mom pulls me close. Her familiar perfume wrapping around me like a shield. He's being unreasonable, she soothes. Just like your father was about boundaries. Jim enters without knocking our apartment, but he doesn't even have the decency to knock. Just walks straight to the bedroom with his empty boxes. Let me talk to him. Mom steps forward. He'll listen to you, I nod. He has to. Mom always knows how to fix things. Jim. Mom's voice carries that special tone. The one that made Dad back down so many times. We need to discuss this like adults. Adults? He doesn't even turn around, just keeps packing. Show me one in this room. How dare you? I explode. After everything Mom's done for us. All her help. Her support. Support? Now he faces us. You mean control. Invasion. Destruction of any independence you might have developed. Independence? I laugh. You mean isolation. Cutting me off from my mother. Your mother lives 15 minutes away. She's here more than I am. She has opinions about how I sleep, eat, breathe. Because she cares. The tears come hot and fast. Unlike you. She actually cares about my happiness. Your happiness. He zips his bag closed. You don't even know what makes you happy without checking with her first. Mom steps between us. Jennifer deserves better than your emotional abuse. Emotional abuse. Jim barks out a laugh. You're the textbook definition of enmeshment, and you can't even see it. Get out. I scream. Get out if we're so awful. Go find someone whose mother doesn't love her enough to care. Love. He shoulders his bag. This isn't love. This is ownership. Control. But you'll never see it. Mom sees me for who I am. No, he says quietly. She sees you as who she needs you to be. Her eternal child. Her carbon copy. Her possession. Better than someone who wants me to abandon my mother. Setting boundaries isn't abandonment. But you'll never understand that. He walks out. Mom pulls me close as I sob. He never deserved you, honey. Men like that, they can't handle strong family bonds. 6 months later, I scroll through old photos in my childhood bedroom. Now my bedroom again. Where I belong. Mom brings me tea. Sits beside me. Still no word from him. Not since he left. I stare at his block number. He really walked away. He never deserved you. Mom sniffs. Walking out on family like that. You're right. I lean into her embrace, ignoring the hollow feeling in my chest. You're always right, Mom. My old friends stop inviting me out. They're tired of Mom tagging along. Of every girls' night turning into a mother-daughter event. But I don't need them. Jim moved across town. Started his own consulting firm. Sarah mentioned he's doing well. Not that I care. Time for dinner, Mom calls. I made your favorite. I head downstairs to our familiar routine. This is where I belong. This is who I am. No man will ever change that. Even if sometimes, late at night, I wonder what independence tastes like.